I got to work with Ponyboy. Hello, everyone. George here with some awesome news. And that is, I finally started acting again earlier this month, and it was a great way to start the new year with my acting career. And that is, I got to work with C. Thomas Howell. I did a very close, intimate scene with him. And if you don't know who C. Thomas Howell is, you may know him from his big starring role in the movie The Outsiders, directed by Francis Ford Coppola, where he was the main character of Ponyboy. Maybe a lot of you have seen it in middle school, just like how I did after you read the book. And he was also in the movie E.T., Red Dawn, and Soul Man. A lot of people don't talk bad about that movie for reasons that I can see, but that was a big movie of his. I gotta bring it up. But regardless of that, he is an actor that I kind of admire because time to time I see him in stuff and I like to do research on him because he's one of those working actors, character actors, and he's been working for a long time. And then, boom, I get to see him in real life. And not only that, I get to do a very close, intimate scene with him. I don't want to get too much into it because I signed a non disclosure agreement. But the scene I did with him was very small, not too many people with it. I was really close to him and I felt like I was living a dream. I'll be honest, it was very surreal. People, I was very starstruck. This might have been the most starstruck I have been through my acting career. Second, Heather Locklear. I still love you, Heather Locklear. But the reason that I feel like this one was more starstruck to me is just because a few weeks before I did that job, I rewatched The Outsiders with my mom because HBO Max uh, put The Outsiders on streaming and is also was playing on HBO. So me and my mother watched it, did a little research throughout too because that movie is fully chucked of 80s actors and C. Thomas Howell, him being the main one is the one that we were talking about a lot because he's the one that, like I said, I like to follow quite a bit. And then a few weeks later, I get to see him in real life. I didn't know that he was going to be in this movie. And when he came out, I immediately knew who he was. I did have some self doubt, but immediately I was like, that's Ponyboy. That's C. Thomas Howell. Because, like I said, I just rewatched it and I could just really see in his face, despite him having a really nice full beard and a beautiful handlebar Western mustache. But through that, I saw him. I knew who he was, even though of course, he's much older now, but he still looks great. He has a nice full head of hair, and he was awesome to work with. I hate to say though, he was busy through mainly that shoot. I mean, he's at work and he was on his phone a lot, so I didn't get to have any one-on-one time with Thomas or Tommy, as they call him. But regardless, it was just really cool seeing him, really cool hearing him. I'll be honest, I was looking at him a lot. I try my best not to be super staring at him, stalker staring, but when we were doing our scenes, I always did a little side glancing. I was just always kind of looking at him because I really wanted to soak in that. That is C. Thomas Howell just right next to me. It was crazy. I did not expect that at all. Such a treat to have that happen in my life. These acting jobs, they don't pay well, but at least there's a big perk of getting to see people that you admire. I guess you got to be careful because sometimes they can be assholes, but C. Thomas wasn't. He was a great guy. He was funny, making some jokes through between takes and whatnot. So it was very much a treat in life to get to work with C. Thomas Howell. What do you guys think of C. Thomas Howell? Are you guys fans of his work? I really am. So it was awesome seeing him. And have you seen any famous people or got to even work with any famous people closely, like I just described how I did? And I am thinking about doing a series of videos on the big stars that I have worked with. Sadly, it's not too many, but there have been a few. I'm thinking next is going to be, of course, as I mentioned, Heather Locklear. She was the first real starstruckness I felt, and she was very nice to meet, and she actually like talked to us. So I wanted to talk to you about that. But thank you for watching. I hope you have a good one. Please like, share, and subscribe, and click on that bell because sometimes I've been going live a lot recently, and you shouldn't miss out my live streams. Get notified for that. And thank you, C. Thomas Howell, for going to small town USA to do this movie and having us normies get to be close to you. Alrighty. Thank you all for watching again. Bye bye.